Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Tracy Allen.
Yeah, with Goosehead Insurance, just started my own agency. Goosehead, yeah. The owner named it after his granddaughter. That was his nickname, so he named his company Goosehead after his granddaughter.
Oh, very good.
How sweet is that?
We were just doing another video, and since you walked in,
yes.
We might as well take advantage of this.
Yeah, sure.
Tracy, tell us, we are struggling with roofs.
Yes.
Roofs.
Yes, whichever one there is. Everybody has the R, the thing on top.
When there's more than one roof, so we are really struggling to get houses closed due to the roofs.
Roofs.
Yeah, so tell us what you're experiencing from your side.
So we're seeing that also. We have some carriers. The great thing about being independent is I have 12 to 15 carriers that I can look at. So we got some that are 15 is set in stone. But we also have some that are 20 years for architectural shingle. We can go 20 years on those. We have some that if they're 15 years, then it's a 3-tab. They'll take it, but they may want to replace within a couple of years.
With a couple years.
Yeah,
that's
so
not too bad.
If it's in good shape, they'll accept it. I was talking to an underwriter the other day about the very same thing, and they said, we'll take it, but knowing we're in it for the long term, they may have to get it done in a couple of years.
Okay.
But architectural, we have many that will go up to 20 years on it. So.
Okay. So one of the things that concerns us is when most of the houses that have the 3-tab
yes.
are the ones that will most likely be like a first-time home buyer.
Right.
And there have been so many times where those roofs have been, they've gotten the insurance and then a month later they drop.
And that's hard on a first-time home buyer.
Oh, sure.
To know that ahead of time, what's coming. So I think educating, with the insurance professional to know what's coming is important to work together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things that I would never do is when you have a customer going, hey, we're going to close it so you can get paid and I can get paid, and then a month later you're on your own. That's definitely not fair to the customer at all. So, and that's why I called, because the instance I ran into the other day was their roof was replaced in July of 2004. So their 15 years was July, and I said,
a lot of people are in that boat after Ivan.
Yeah. And that's why, because of Hurricane Ivan in this area. Yeah.
And that's what I asked her. And I asked the underwriter, I said, what are you going to do in this situation? Or are you going to drop them? And they're like, we trust your field underwriting. So part of my job is to look at the roof and say, that roof's in good condition. There's no nail head sticking up. There's no peeling or anything like that. So they would take it with the expectation, hey, in a couple of years, you're going to have to get this replaced. Right. So yeah, we would never put a buyer in that position just to get them in a home and get everybody, hey, look, we did something, and then.
There are people out there.
I understand.
We feel the same way. To work together, we want the best thing for both buyer and seller.
Right. So. And most of the time when we're dealing with this, we are the listing agent, and that's not a comfortable feeling.
Right.
Because you are hoping that the other agent is doing their due diligence to not put them in that position. Mm-hmm. So what other what else out there besides the roof?
The roof issue. So water heaters is another big thing that we're running to. In the independent world is interesting, coming from the captive State Farm world, that you run into ones that are looking to say the water heater. And again, we have some that are the 15 years is it, but then we have some look at the 15 years, they say send me a picture and the serial number. Again, if it looks good, we'll take it. Spoke to one just yesterday about a situation with a water heater, and they said, hey, as long as it's good, we get a picture of it. There's no particular age on it. Mm-hmm. So that was good too. And it's water heater, and I know some say hot water heater, but
just water heater.
I've been drilling in my head. It's a water heater. If it's hot water,
oh, that's funny. I never thought about it.
Yeah. So if it's hot water, why do you need to heat it?
Hot water.
Just water heater.
Right.
What about? And this is totally off the cuff. I mean, we did not plan this.
Right,
you just
walked
walked
in and say hello.
So one of the other issues we're starting to see is the electrical panels.
Right.
So is there two manufacturers that, or is that kind of going away now?
You don't see it as much anymore, but they are. There's probably 3 or 4 that you might run across that would be one that's on the list of, hey, we've had issues with these. May have been in the home for 20 years, but then a lot of companies are going, there's enough problems with those that they want them replaced.
But there's always another insurer out there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So you got some that'll, and so again, that's a great thing about what I have. I have a tool that shows me comparisons of all the carriers we have, and it'll say panels, and I can research and find out if you run across one of those panels, who will take it, who will not. A lot of times, again, it's a 4-point inspection just to make sure that everything is hooked up right, that there are no blank panels, no blank fuses, and then they'll take it. It's all about finding out on the front end to make sure that, you know, a month into this thing, we're not have a problem.
We actually put it into make sure it's in our contracts that they have to secure their insurance during their inspection period.
Yeah.
Because we don't want somebody waiting until the end on one of our listings and then find out they can't get insurance, or the insurance is going to be sky high. Right. So we actually write it into our contracts, into our listing agreement, our list. When we list a house, we put it right there in the counteroffer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because we want it all done.
Well, in that way, you have, you know, any kind of issues that may arise, you get it up front. You know, we submit it, my quality control team, before it even gets out, we have a quality control team going, okay, Tracy, what is this? Did you cover all the bases? And we make sure that when you go to closing that everything is set. You don't have any last minute surprises like all of a sudden.
And that's part of systems. You know,
that's part of our systems. We were talking earlier when we were talking with Karen about staging, and I said we have systems in place, and that's part of the system. And when we step out of that boundary, it can kill a deal.
Happen.
Yeah, that's when the surprises happen. Okay, well, thank you, and give a 15-second pitch on your new company.
Yeah, so Goosehead Insurance. I'm Tracy. I've been doing insurance for 9 years, and so we're an independent agency, one of the fastest growing agencies in America. And the great thing about what we do is we're geared towards the real estate industry, where you have those surprises and you got to change the effective date. I know when I was with my other company, you would say, hey, we got to change the closing date. I was like, oh, please don't. But we have a division set up to handle those within an hour.
Excellent.
You know, very good.
Yeah, so yeah, we'd love to take care of you and give you some options on there.
Where's your office?
So I'm in Milton. I'm right by Milton Computers. I'm at 6375 Highway 90. I'm right across from Milton Dodge and the Kia dealership.
Very good.
And it's front basket, so I can always eat.
There you go. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, thanks so much, and glad to be on my first video.
There you go.